Faith expresses her lack of desire in a romantic relationship with Nathan in episode 7. And this week, he's not the only one experiencing love disappointment. In Best Laid Plans, Bill, who has undoubtedly grown fond of Madeline, learns some unpleasant information about the town's newest inhabitant. Two long-missing characters from When Calls the Heart have already made a brief comeback this season: Elizabeth's sister Julie and her aunt Agatha. Another figure who fans haven't seen in a long time is returning to Hope Valley this week. Rosaline, Molly's daughter, is spending a brief time in the town. When we last saw her in Season 1, she was a disturbed youngster trying to come to terms with her father's untimely death. She is now a composed young lady attempting to determine her next course of action. One family in another town has Rosaline working as their nanny. She will be moving with them when they move to South Carolina. Odd. Is it, however, really what she wants? She recently declined a marriage proposal on the grounds that she is focused on her career. It will take a while for her to save up enough money from nannying, but her former teacher Elizabeth is aware of how long it will take. Though Rosaline is hesitant to accept, Lucas offers her a job at the hotel. Why decline an offer this kind and generous? Rosaline has some unpleasant recollections of her time spent in Hope Valley, especially since Henry Gowan, the previous mine owner, is still alive. She still doesn't feel like she can forgive him for her father's death in the accident. In an attempt to atone, he offers an anonymous scholarship to each and every Hope Valley youth. Rosaline is ecstatic to hear that she may be able to attend college. But what will she think when she eventually finds out who is paying for the scholarship? Although neither of them wants to discuss the past with the other right now, maybe getting together and having a conversation can help them both get past this. Faith is more than just a competent physician, as she has often shown. She does, however, have to deal with something this week that is uncommon in the bucolic setting of Hope Valley: overt misogyny. Nathan takes a man that he finds outside of town on a road who is almost unconscious to the clinic. The nervous patient doesn't think Faith is a doctor. Faith gives Hickam the task of dressing up as a doctor in order to get him to take his medication. The ploy succeeds, but it makes sense that Faith is annoyed that just because she's a woman, he won't take her seriously. She finally has a serious conversation with the man. After describing how she was able to save his life, she declares, "I am a good doctor. I am also your physician. Let me assist you now." When Faith isn't occupied with handling men who doubt her medical expertise, she's managing some issues in her private life. When Nathan asked Faith to dance at the community dinner last week, it appeared as though their fragile romance could be on the right track. Apparently not, though. She expresses that they are not romantically involved when he asks her to go to the saloon in this episode. Since our previous attempt, nothing has changed. She claims, "I am aware of your efforts, and I'm grateful for that. Something is getting in the way. I wish that things were otherwise." Nathan says, "I don't know what's wrong with me." He sounds disappointed. It's been difficult to comprehend Faith and Nathan's current connection. Between seasons 9 and 10, something happened between them, albeit the show hasn't said specifically what. Despite the unpleasant ending, it's obvious that Nathan still feels something for Faith, but she is unable to reciprocate for whatever reason. It might be because she only has platonic affections for him, but that's probably not the case given what she stated in Season 9. Nathan appears to be the problem. Maybe he finds it difficult to express his feelings honestly. Faith is okay with Nathan only wanting to be a friend for the time being. It's difficult to watch him fail miserably once more following his breakup with Elizabeth, despite the fact that she has every right to not desire a relationship with him. Perhaps Hope Valley might benefit from seeing a skilled therapist to work through his problems. We were aware that Madeline wasn't feeling well. Bill has noticed the new single mother in town, but he has been determined to ignore his developing love for her. When he realized she would be moving out of Hope Valley, he even agreed to sell her his plot of land outside of town. Best Laid Plans sees Bill and Madeline seal their deal. She has to rush to Union City for some business pertaining to her late husband's estate. Nevertheless, before the deed's ink has dried, Bill uses it as his chance to get the cabin ready for her. Even an ancient butter churn that he thinks would be ideal for flowers is brought out by him. Given Madeline's commitment to remaining in Hope Valley, it's clear that Bill sees them having a future together. So it's a blow when he goes to her cabin and meets Bernhard Montague, a weird, well-dressed man. He announces to a shocked Bill, "Mrs. St. John and I are engaged to be married. My fiancée is Madeline." Madeline is not only not unmarried, but her future spouse appears too sophisticated for this sleepy small town. Is he another outsider with the same goal of bringing about change in Hope Valley as Wyman Walden? Resolving to concentrate on his role as a pastor, Joseph declines Lee's offer of partnership. Lucas helps Hope Valley receive its first radio. Thanks to her technological expertise, Fiona is able to get the tricky device up and running. The wedding of Elizabeth and Lucas is still unmentioned. It seems likely that these two won't tie the knot until season 11.